Module 3, Administering the KRA. At this point, we hope you've gained a strong understanding of the history and purpose of the KRA, along with the principles that guided its design. You're probably ready to dig into the nuts and bolts of how KRA administration actually works. And that's where we're headed now. So, what does the KRA process look like? You're well into the first step, participating in training and receiving your KRA kit. You will also use the K-Ready online system to enter KRA scores and access all of the data and reports available to you. Once the KRA window opens at the beginning of the school year, you can begin administering the KRA items and entering scores into the system. You have the entire window to do this. Within the K-Ready system, you'll also have access to a variety of KRA reports as soon as you enter data in the system. The final step of the KRA process is to use the data in these reports to support dialogue with families and to guide your instruction. We'll dig into each of these steps during the upcoming modules. Your KRA kit. Let's take a look at your KRA kit. Within your kit, you'll find a Teacher Administration Manual, or TAM, that provides the directions and scoring information for each item. A student booklet of the images used for certain items. Manipulatives for students to use on any items that require them. And guideline documents about the supports available for all students and specifically for students with disabilities and English learners. While we're here, it's important to mention that the KRA is a secure assessment. This means that the contents of your kit should be kept in a secure location before, during, and after KRA administration. Test materials should not be reproduced or shared, and anyone with K-Ready login credentials should keep them private and secure. Finally, it's important to always follow the assessment procedures of your school, district, and state. Administering KRA items. Once you have the materials, how do you actually administer the KRA items? There are two main types of items: direct performance items and observational items. This combination makes up the full KRA and supports you with a well-rounded picture of each student's strengths and needs. Let's focus on the direct performance items first. In a direct performance item, a scripted set of directions is read to the student. The student then either completes an activity, a performance task item, or chooses a response from a set of possible answers, a selected response item. A subset of the direct performance items can be administered to a small group of students as long as they are working independently and can only see their own work. The Item Delivery Options handout is a quick way to see which items could be administered in a small group setting. For all direct performance tasks, it's important to carefully follow the script in order to ensure accurate and reliable scoring. If you'd like, over half of these direct performance items can be administered using the free KRA app on a tablet or computer. The app reads all of the directions to a student and asks them to respond by touching or manipulating images on the screen. Then it will automatically score the students' responses and enter scores into the online system. If you choose to use the optional app, there are a few things to keep in mind. First, students must be monitored while they use the app. Next, if at any time you determine that the app is not the right fit for a child, you can always stop app administration and deliver the items using the physical kit instead. Finally, if you have access to a school system employee, such as a paraprofessional or classroom aide, you can train that person to be a KRA app proctor. They will need to carefully review the proctor guidelines and complete a brief self-check. The proctor, instead of the teacher, can then monitor students while they use the KRA app, as long as the teacher is present in the room. Let's move on to the other type of KRA items, the observational items. These items are not scripted. They're designed to be administered during typical school day activities, capturing what children do in authentic environments. Just remember to be objective and stick to the facts of what you see students do or say. Depending on the skill, you may observe in either a one-on-one, small group, or large group setting. The item delivery options handout can help you in planning how you'll administer each of these items. Key points. Here are some key points to remember. Your kit has all the materials you need to administer the KRA. Be sure to keep all test materials secure. For direct performance items, always follow the script. The KRA app is a great time-saving option. Administer the observational items during typical school day activities.